Selamat malam.
Hello, Joe. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Selamat
I've been seeing that you have a little cooking channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. How can you
Yeah.
find a combination of fun through music and cooking? Can you tell us about it? Maybe.
The nasi goreng episode is going to come out soon, so yeah, you'll have to give me feedback.
Elvara FM.
Welcome to Elvara FM, your inspiration. Welcome to Elvara FM. And now, Candra and Grace have a very special guest from across the world. For Isaac, he is from UK. So, please welcome. This is Joe.
Yo, selamat malam.
Hello, Joe. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Selamat I'm totally fine.
But great.
What have you been
Yes.
working on recently?
Well, just promoting the album at the moment, and just trying to figure out ways of connecting with fans all over the world during this weird time, but just trying to stay positive and yeah, let's do this.
Oh, that's great. And I've been seeing that you have a little cooking channel on YouTube.
Yeah.
Kind of interesting. How can you
Yeah.
find a combination of fun through music and cooking? Can you tell us about it? Maybe.
I just think cooking is something that's so similar to me to being in the studio, trying to start something from scratch. It's like I've said to a few people, it's like making something that you want other people to enjoy. The music and food are fundamentally the same in that way, So it came from that, and then I think it was an opportunity to maybe work with the people in the studio, but in the kitchen, So get them and people can see them in a different light, outside of the music,
Alright.
But yeah, I'm trying to perfect my nasi goreng right now. It's not. I need some advice though, guys. I'm not gonna pretend it's very good. It's it's a learning process for me. Yeah.
But
Oh my god.
It looks good though.
Yeah. Well, the nasi goreng episode is gonna come out soon, so yeah, you'll have to give me feedback.
Yes.
So it's connected to the next question.
Yes. The last time you were in Indonesia was
Yeah.
for
Lala
Fest
Fest.
2019. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you remember
yeah.
the most while you were in Indonesia?
I mean, I was just saying, it's such an important time for me actually, for the album as well. It was being in Bandung during that time, looking back, it was a really inspiring time because I've never been to a place like Bandung. The plane when I was coming into land was it had to pull up again because it was oh no, it's so windy and crazy, and because it's in the forest, we don't want to crash into the trees. So I was oh my god, where are we going? But yeah, when I got there, I was this is just crazy. It's in the hills with the forest, and you've got the call to prayer, and it was so different for me culturally, but really beautiful to see and to take it in. As someone from the UK, it was really refreshing, and the food was great. And the people were lovely. Everyone wants to come and say hello and talk to you and stuff like that, which is just great, man. I love that. Yeah. And
That was
driving to Lala Fest with the police escort was I felt like a president or something, the prime minister or something, It was,
So it's a nearly death experience for you, right?
yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it's a really important experience, man. Yeah.
All
But
right.
we're really glad that you are here
Yes.
with us
exactly.
today.
Awesome. No, happy
Thank
to be
God.
here.
All right. So first of all, we will say congratulations for your debut album, Current Blue.
Let's go.
Shout out!
It's like a magic when we hear all songs on this album. Is there interesting story while making this album?
It was I didn't plan to start making an album. It was I just kept making music and keep experimenting and stuff. And then when you have 50 songs, you're like, okay, too much. I need to focus, you know, on like the ones that are sticking with you and stuff like that. So it became clear like that there was going to be an album, but it wasn't like a process like, okay, let's make an album. Okay, go. It was just keep going. There's enough songs here that sound like they're connected. We've just got to figure out how to like push them forward and finish them. So it was an interesting process, you know, kind of like stepping stones, you know, to get to the end product. But you know, through like traveling and like seeing some of the places in the world that like inspired me originally, it sort of helped me like kind of visualize and then finish the record basically, you know. So yeah, it's a mix with like my dancey influence and, you know, more like housey stuff, and then more like soulful emotional stuff. So yeah, that's kind of the balance.
Right. Because we heard that your Current Blues album is a collection of songs that you've been written a couple years ago. So how do you put it together, and what did you want to represent in this album?
So like the use of like current blues, like the word blues was meant to be like paying homage to kind of the old use of the word, where it was like, you know, like the blues was like a dance, you know, where, you know, it would be like couples, and it would be very like slow and a bit more emotional. So there was that side of things, but then also current blues, I was trying to like address you know, overall like sort of like mental health awareness almost, you know, like quite broad, you know, but there's a lot of mental health issues in the world, I think, with social media, and like kids are getting depressed and they don't know what they want to do. There's so much information, you know what I mean, with the internet. It's a lot to talk about in a short interview, but I think that it was like I was trying to tap into that, you know, that sort of feeling. It works its way into the songs quite a lot. It's like the awareness of things, you know, in relationships, in life, you know, all this stuff. It's what I write songs about usually. So I feel like Current Blues, it captures that kind of overall inspiration feeling, you know.
Amazing.
When I hear about the tracks of your album, it's so complete and full. So I really like, especially I like Moon, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
I like it.
Yeah. No, I mean that's like
amazing,
energetic, uplifting. With No, who's like such a fun girl to work with. Like she's incredible, man. Like really good energy.
That song was legit.
It's legit.
Really interesting.
Delicious.
Yeah. But Joe, and for you exactly, what song do you really like best, and why?
You have to pick one.
Oh,
yes,
God, I have to
just
pick
one.
Okay, well, I have to pick the probably the biggest collaboration then of all of them, because like Rain in Cuba was something I started with Blue Lab Beats, and then, you know, it was like, okay, we have a song here, and then it was like, okay, let's get Sam Wills, who I've worked with before on like FOMO from Night Days, the past EP. So I got Sam Wills involved, and then it was like, there's still space for more. So then we got like Barney artist involved, and then we got like saxophone afterwards. So it was just like it kept going, and there's more and more and more. And I was like, by the end, I was like, holy, you know, we've got some. This is big now, you know. And I was very just proud to like have, you know, achieved something that like I was like, this sounds like the music I grew up on and was inspired by. So I was like genuinely very just proud to have made a song like that, you know. So yeah, I would say Rain in Cuba for that.
Right. We like it too, actually. We like it too. But lastly, we really hope that someday you have experience to perform Current Blues in person in Indonesia someday.
I know.
So what do you want to say to your fans in Indonesia?
Genuinely, like, much love to all my fans in Indonesia. It's crazy how like the internet carries my music, because you know, Indonesia accounts for like such a big percentage of my fans, but it's so far away, you know. So I'm just like super grateful to everyone out there playing the music, supporting the music, feeling the music. love you
Yeah.
guys. I'm gonna come back soon,
Oh.
and we're
Amen.
gonna cook nasi goreng, and it's gonna be
Oh, yeah.
tasty. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
We'll wait for that.
Yay!
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having us in your busy
Busy
schedule
schedule.
today.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Much love to you
We're
guys.
looking forward for your great works and also your cooking
Yes.
in the near future.
For sure.
Thank you so much, Joe.
Thank you guys.
Alright.
Have a good day.
See you next time,
See you
Jill.
next
Have a
time.
great day.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
That I was good for you. Could've made us